Eve August Fáilte, hello and welcome. Now we've come to that night of the year again, Shamhna or Halloween night. An nuair is féidir le trid ar sinsear on Tarshaach at Trasnow. It's the night where the souls of our ancestors can travel across the threshold between the living and the spirit world. So the threshold on Halloween night is at its thinnest. So the veil is thinnest tonight, and that's where the spirit world can travel across to the living world. Now, we dress up on Halloween night, or tradition has it that we dress up on Halloween night because the evil from the spirit world may also travel across that threshold, and we dress up so as we can't be recognised. We light bonfires, we celebrate the harvest in the Celtic tradition, and we exhaust the old, or we send out the old, or we celebrate sending out the old year and into the new year. So it's also a time of renewal and reflection and thanksgiving for the harvest that we've had this year. And the summer in Ireland this year, I don't think any of us could complain. So we've had it good. Let's hope the winter will be kind. As you see, I'm standing here in the beautiful grounds of St. Mary's Church in Clonmel. And even though it's Halloween, there seems to be an awful lot of negativity pervading around the town and about many towns in Ireland. But I want to celebrate what's good about our town and be proud of our sense of place and our purpose in the town. And let's see if we can do things going forward. More about that later on. We're celebrating tonight the old, out with the old and in with the new. We light bonfires to have a symbol of hope for the darkness to come in the winter. That's also telling us, nature is telling us to slow down, unwind. The trees go to sleep in the winter time, the ground needs to rest, the earth is alive, needs to regenerate for the seasons to come. So it's a message to us all at this time of the year to slow down, relax, ease off, celebrate the night, out with the old, in with the new, bonfires night. Hope everybody has a good time with it. I'm holding in my hand a specimen of a tree here beside me, and that's the yew tree. It's our native yew tree. Foliage of this, it's a tree that's both revered and feared in Celtic mythology and in myth and legend. The yew tree itself would have been grown in graveyards like this. It's a symbol of immortality. It can regenerate from a branch falling onto the ground all of its own accord. It's literally miraculous. So it's revered by all traditions, by the Celts, by the Druids, by Christianity alike. You'll see him standing in a graveyard, prolific grower in graveyards, because it's a symbol of eternity. It's a connection, it's like a tree that never dies, and it's our belief system then that when we die we go on to something greater or something better or into a new realm, a transition from the living world, the BO, into the afterlife, into a better world or into a new world, a new dimension. Let's just call it that. This is a tree I have great respect for. The Druids and Celts would have had great respect for this as well. The foliage of this is toxic, highly poisonous. The fruit of the tree, the female tree, is called an aril. That's the fruit on it there. Now birds love the fleshy fruit, but the seed itself is poisonous, so they won't eat that. Poisonous to cattle as well, or animals, so the foliage isn't for messing around with. Now it's been mentioned by Shakespeare, it's been mentioned in the Harry Potter films, it's been revered by both for toxic potions, etc. And the timber itself then is something that comes into play when you're in my domain when it comes to using the tree in its second life, when we fell it and it's used for furniture making or whatever. In past times it would have been used for bows and arrows and have used for implements as well. Many and varied uses. Just want to show you, if I leave these down here, this is the timber from the yew tree. It's a beautiful wood. You can see the differentiation between the heartwood and the sapwood there, and it has the lovely textured bark that you'll see in the edge there. Now, because I revere it and it's not available in plentiful amounts, I use it sparingly. So it's not a timber that needs to be used in large amounts from the point of view of large piece of furniture. It tends to work best when you just use it to amplify another furniture piece. But that's the timber there itself. Beautiful, beautiful timber. Do a lot with it on the lathe as well because you're working with small pieces. But the timber from it, as I said, would be revered. It's actually extremely dense. It's extremely slow growing. Some of the trees in Ireland would be 800 to 1,000 years old. The ones here beside me are no doubt well over 100 years old because it grows so slowly. It's extremely dense and heavy, and it's an extremely strong and durable wood. But that's it. Lovely, lovely timber there. Now, Hope everybody has a good night tonight. I want to present something different as I go forward with little clips that I've been doing in relation to the wood process on my YouTube channel and TikTok and Facebook. And from here on in, because we're going into celebrating the old year in the Celtic tradition and going into the new, I wanted to present a new idea and just to put it out there for people to reflect on, and maybe we can think, what can we do for the town instead of maybe talking about things all the time and deflecting and talking negatively and putting it down, to have a more broad view and say, well, what can we do to enhance our town and bring it forward and do so with some new initiatives. Now, more of that later, but the reason I'm saying that today is because it's the end of the Celtic year and tomorrow's the start of the new year. So maybe we can reflect and do something positive and look outward. So I'll explain that as I go through in other videos down the line. For Shamhna, mahuas vacant. Have a good night tonight. Good. Thanks for looking. Mahuas vacant. August 2nd. Shiv Golu. I'll see you soon. And take care. Have a good night if you're lighting a bonfire tonight, and stay safe. All the best. Bye for now.